Hi guys, happy Thursday. Well, hopefully everyone is having a great Thursday. I'm Miko. Sam.
And I'm Sam.
Yeah, I
Yes,
was
I'm
gonna
having
say
a great
Sam.
I'm having a great Thursday myself. What about you, Miko?
Good girl. It's
Good.
been good. I'm having a blessed day. Really, really good. And you know what? I like it when we talk about relationships and stuff like that. So I think, I'm kind of giddy about that. Especially, because guys, actually the conversation is going to be about like dating, different dating habits, men versus women, certain things that we do that men don't do.
Mm-hmm.
And we came up with the conversation, guys, through because when Kamala Harris and Doug, they were doing their press release and they were just talking about, the dating and stuff. And he had sent her his schedule like 4 months in advance. Like, this is what I'm gonna be doing for the next 4 months. That's because he knew who she was, how she was, things like that. So I think that was cute because, of their he's an entertainment lawyer. That's what I wrote down because I had to remember.
Okay.
Like, so it's like they're professional people, like, so what do you think? Like, do you think we have different habits from the men as far as our dating habits and stuff? Or do you Google a dude when you meet him, or you just want to go from what you know? Because some of that Facebook and stuff
Right. It's
isn't
a
it?
lie anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not just the Googling, but even if you Facebook and Instagram and it's like, sometimes they be putting on,
And they do.
but
And they
sometimes
men and women, they do put on. Real quick, Miko, before I answer that question, first of all, I thought that was real cool of him to do something like that. It really, like, if I were her and if I was seeing somebody, I'm busy, you're busy, but he's like, hey, so here's my schedule.
Yeah.
You let me know what works for you and I will plan everything else around that. That's what that said to me.
Yeah, to me too,
And
Sam. I thought it was
yeah,
cute.
right. I was like, oh, that's sweet, because I had no idea until I saw the video clip or whatever. I was like, yeah, that's really sweet. He must be interested in her because I'm just sure his time is very valuable to him. I'm sure he was probably up seeing other women at the time. They're both single or whatever, and he was like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and cash all my chips out over here.
Yeah.
And see what she say. And I take it she responded, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? That's really, yeah, man, that's really sweet. That's one way to really show your intent and not to play around, when it comes to dating. I really do think men and women should be intentional about dating. I think especially as you get older. I get it. You're in your late teens, in your 20s, you're off at college, you're living your life. You barely even know yourself, So, in that sense, I don't think you should play around and play games. I just think that you should be upfront about what it is that you want. If you just want to hang out and have a good time, say that.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what else, Sam? And the good thing about it is, guys, she was in her she was in her 40s. So that's a good thing. That's a yay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, that gives us hope, because a lot of times we feel like, okay, guys aren't romantic anymore and things like that. But no, like I feel like, and then she said that kind of scared her because he was so like trying to do certain things. So she Googled him, so do you guys Google your guys? Like, do you Google, hold on, wait, let me, I'm correct it. So do you guys Google, before you date, like, or do you just go for it? Like, have you ever Googled a guy, Sam, before you got like really interested in him, or do you just like, no?
I did Google someone once before, but I will run that background check. I stay in Pinellas County. I will run that Pinellas County background check on your ass right quick, just to make sure, and I understand people do what they do. When they were younger, they make mistakes, stuff like that. Certain things I could look past or whatever. I understand, people make mistakes or whatnot, but I'm sure enough gonna run that background check.
Yeah.
You need to.
But
you
then,
should.
So what if a guy, because he sent her his schedule 4 months in advance, because like I said, he's an entertainment lawyer or whatever, right?
Right.
So what if a guy, our job, but he knew that she was in politics and things like that. So what if, like us, not saying that we're regular or things like that, but we don't have as a busy schedule as she do. But if a guy sent you his like schedule 4 months in advance, would you like really literally would you be like, oh, like this is a little too much? Or it's just like, come on, he's doing too much. Or would you feel like, okay, this is different? Like,
I would definitely say this is different. And me, I want to know. I was like, hey, so why are you sending me your schedule 4 months out in advance? I don't want to assume. I want to hear you say it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to walk around with these ideas I got in my head when I could have just asked the horse. Hey, hey, so what's up with this? I mean, this is definitely different.
Yeah.
And I have an idea of what this means, but I just want to know from you, what's up with this? We just have a conversation from that. And what? And let's get the planning. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get the planning.
Let's get the planning. What about you, Mika? What would that startle you? Would that make you?
No, it would be the same thing. I would be like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? And I would want to talk to him. Like I would want to know that he wants to talk to me. Like, I don't know, like the Googling me. I don't know. I'd be scared to Google myself, but you can't be scared to Google yourself, but I it's a lot. I'm so, look, just thinking about it for me, it's just like, because he's going to have to get to know me. So, okay, right. You know what? Okay, let me start over. Okay. I probably would Google him, possibly. No, I would definitely Google him. And I would like try to find like a Facebook or something. Yeah, I would do it all. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I would.
So check this out. I had somebody, I guess he would have had to Google me or look me up because, I was
what, girl?
So I was getting to know this one particular person. And I went to tell him stuff and he would listen, but he would tell me, hey, I already knew. I was like, well, that's interesting. I was like, well, how'd you know that? He was like, what? He was like, I did my research. And so, and actually, I was rather impressed because I was like, oh,
okay. Yeah, girl.
No, I mean, because you have to. It's too many frauds out here. It's too many fakes. It's too many frauds. People want to be people who they're not. Yeah. People want to be seen doing stuff they don't have that means or the ability to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's just too many games being played for me. Yeah. That was kind of flattering. I mean, I like. We're just having a regular ass conversation. And I'm like, oh, blah. He's like,
yeah. I like that. I would have been flattered too. Like, oh, okay. I would have been flattered. Yeah. But Sam, the thing about me is it be more guys that's married or in a relationship that try to talk to me than it is single guys.
Girl, I've had that.
Like, and I feel like, and sometimes that bothers me. It pisses me off because it's like, really, guys, like ladies, like, how, like, is it like, maybe it's just me, like how many guys, come for you that's actually single, that you don't have to worry about a whole lot of mess. A lot of times, the guys that come for me or try to talk to me and all these things, a lot of times they when I get to, like, some of them I already see, or either they're even out in person, like they all got somebody. It's always somebody.
I was just gonna say that.
Somebody.
I was just getting ready to say that, Miko. 9 times out of 10, you a dude who's trying to holler at you is either like you said, married or in a relationship. They're in a situationship. They're in an entanglement. They was just somebody dead earlier today. It's going to be something. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, I say 9.9 repeating times out of 10, it's gonna be that situation until you all start dating exclusively.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and that's why I'm open. That's why I said, like, I'm open and I pray a lot, but I am open, because like I said, like at one point I did think God was just going to magically bring somebody to my door or something, but like, so I really thought like, oh, he's got somebody for me. And I still feel like that, but not like he's going to magically appear or anything like that. But it takes work and it takes you to get to know people and to do all of these things. So, it is what it is, but I do think that him doing a bit of research to get to know me and to do things like that, to a certain extent, I would be flattered. At some point, I might be like, oh, like get spooked a little bit, but maybe I'll get over it. It all depends on him.
Sure, absolutely. And then, to your point, look at them now. They're married and he's a first gentleman. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Yes.
So maybe he knew what he wanted and he executed. That was his way of letting her know, hey, babe, I'm here with mine.
Yep. Girl, he knew what he wanted and he executed. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what that is. And that's so, oh my gosh, that's not hard to do.
It's not.
People, men and women, it's not hard to do when you know what you want. I mean, people do it every day. People go to work every day. They're intentional about their jobs. They're intentional about saving money and buying a house. They're intentional about fixing their credit. They're intentional about raising their kids. Why is it you think it's so difficult for men and women? I'm not saying it's more than one or the other. Why do you think it's so hard to be that intentional? Is it because, I don't know, this is what I think, Miko. I think some people have just got it, they've just become jaded with the dating process. You know, they've dated so many duds, male and female, you know, so many duds, so many people who were just fake and frauds and phonies, that it's hard for them to step out on that limb, you know, on that act of faith, believing that maybe this is the one, maybe this could be the one. Why do you think that is though for you? Like, I don't know.
I think it's because of just so much have changed. Okay. You know, and I understand that things aren't as traditional as it used to be, but my God, things have changed so much. And then a lot of times us as women, we have to hold ourselves accountable for a lot of things because of the fact sometimes we let these men get away with a lot of things that we shouldn't, you know, and a lot of times us as women, we have to hold ourselves accountable for how we let the men treat us. Because a lot of times with me, I'm just like, if a guy comes to me and you can tell, like, if he gets to talking to me in a certain way or something, I have to like get him together. Like, this ain't that, you know, like this ain't, I'm cool with all of this extra being all of this and that, but we got to come from a different place. I care about money. I care about material things. I care about all of that too. But I also care about what's the substance. You got to have some sort of substance about yourself. You know what I'm saying? We got to pray. We got to do certain things and not just for show. We got to do things that people ain't going to be able to see. Like, that's what's going to turn me on. That's what's going to get me into you and to see how are you with your kids, if you have any kids. How are you with your parents, if you have parents. And a lot of times I don't judge guys by how they treat their mom or their dad. I have to just see, because sometimes their mom or dad may be effed up. So I don't know. It's just a matter of getting to know them. You know what I mean? But they just got, I don't know, like it's difficult. It's difficult. That's why I'm glad that I'm in a place mentally now, but it took me a minute, Sam, to get there, because I would have many of crying nights and sweats and even horniness that I'm about to damn jump out the fucking window because I'm about to just, woo. But it was a process I had to work through, because some people, some women, you know, that I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? There were guys that I would call or could call and I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So I would just stay sacred. That's why I kept on thinking God is going to magically bring them upon me, but it ain't happening. So I just like, okay, Miko, we gotta, you know, I'm still cool though. If not, I promise you, I'll tell you, because I'm gonna need y'all help. I don't care about, you know, I cry and I don't care what I got to do. I'm not embarrassed. What about you? So this whole dating thing with you, like how do you think perceive it? I probably done took up the whole damn.
No, you're good, girl. I guess for me, like it's no secret, I'm 40, I'll be 41 this year. So I'm extremely intentional. Like, I value my time more than anything, you know, because that's really all we really got. You know, we need time to acquire the things that we want in life. You need time to take that vacation. You need time to work your business so that you can make money. So time for me is of the essence and is of the utmost importance. So with that being said, I'm 1,000,000%, a million billion percent intentional. Like, I personally don't see the point in dating multiple men. I would rather just have multiple men friends. And just get to know them individually. You know, if we hang out together, we hang out together. I want to see how you behave when we're friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have your guard up. I don't want to see a representative. You know what I'm saying? I want to see who you are. How do you behave in a bar or in a lounge or wherever we are.
When they get angry.
Right. I want
like that.
Yeah. Because I got a decision to make.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you were saying earlier about that even, you know, That ain't even how I roll. And actually, matter of fact, Miko, I won't even check them. I will let them disqualify themselves.
Yeah.
And I will, girl, and I will say nothing. I will say
Uh-huh.
nothing. It's just be a mental check. Like, nope.
All
Nope.
right,
I
me
thought it,
too.
yeah.
Because I
It
know
was like,
me
nope.
arguing with you because I can see it.
That's not where you, right. That's not where you are. That's not where I am. We ain't finna force nothing. It's either gonna gel or it's not. So
Yeah.
so I'm 1,000% intentional. And I also don't make the first move. I'll let you know I'm interested.
Yeah.
I won't make the first move.
Me too.
But I will
Me too.
respond.
Me too. And you know what, Sam? And for a minute, I thought that
Yeah.
that was wrong for me to do that because I'm like, okay, girl, okay, if you like this guy, say something. But like you said, okay, it's one thing to say something, and it's one thing to show that you're available, like show that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But see, my thing is, I don't want like, never mind. Yeah, no, I get it.
So I'll give you an idea, right? I'll give you an idea. So I'm hanging out with a friend girl, and she has this male friend. We got to know each other, just hanging out, having a good time, right?
Okay.
Having a good time. We are nothing but friends, right? Okay. So I'm sitting there with my phone. I got my personal phone and I got my work phone. And we had already linked up a couple good times. I'm talking about just having a blast or whatever.
Okay.
And I guess I ain't have his number. Mm-hmm. I'm just hanging, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really on the up and up. Like for me, you know where you stand with me. You know if you're inside the circle of trust, and you know if you're outside the circle of trust. So anyway, we just sitting there chilling, at the bar talking, whatever. And so he just kind of grabbed my phone and he put his number in my phone. He just put his number in my phone and he called himself and gave me my phone back. And I was like, okay.
Okay, I like it. I like it too.
I was like, oh, now keep in mind, can't nobody touch my phone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I like that though, Sam. I like that.
Me too. Me too. Because it was like, here you go, there you go. Then try to scroll, nothing, just went right, just knew right where to go, put it in, called himself on my phone. And to be honest, Nico, we've been talking ever since. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
We've been talking ever since. It's been about 4 months, so.
Yes, I love to hear those kind of stories, man.
Yeah,
I do. And I like the way he did it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like, because like the type of women, if you're still single now, this day, there's something about like, because a lot of us, some women they're not single because they're willing to put up with so much bullshit.
I'm gonna do it.
They're willing, they don't want to let go of him because of this, that, and the third. And I get it. Or it's strictly because of their children, or strictly because of their money. They don't want to lose this or that because he's taking care of home. Like, I get that. But damn, you got to cry so much by yourself in a corner. You know what I'm saying? He know that you ain't having no good day, but girl, he ain't in there running you no bad watch. He ain't doing none of that. The shit that you try to do for him. Certain things is happening.
Right.
So then, when we talk about our singleness, you know what I'm saying? It ain't because, because we could get that same shit, but all at the same time, the type of man that comes upon us will be someone who's like, you know what? Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't even gonna ask you, because your ass about gonna say no. That's why you're singing now. But he gonna know. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna feel him or not. You know what I'm saying? But for some guys, you will definitely say, nigga, give me my phone. Right. I don't mean to say nigga.
Right. No. But you're right. No, but you're right. Why are you touching my phone?
Yes, and you serious like about it. Like
I don't even like you. Like you already know it's not even like that. Why are we playing? Don't play.
Period.
Play. Don't get cussed out in this bar.
Yeah.
Over the phone. We just keep it the way it is. But to your point, like that right now, I was like, oh, okay.
I know.
All right.
I know.
All right, you got my number. What you gonna do with it? So what you gonna do with it? And
I mean, because we're about action. That's what I say. If we wanted to be in some sort of come on, there's so many men out here. We can. Right. Then all they're gonna say, oh, you got your shit together. I do, boo. But that don't mean you finna just come up in here like that. I worked on this. Like, no, you're not gonna be able to just do that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you see it, but no, this is not it.
Absolutely.
But when he showed himself to be a man, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I can be real intimidating. Dudes used to tell me that, and I used to cry about that for a minute. Because like, I used to hate when people say that. Even women would tell me that. Because you're just a little intimidating.
Oh, that's all right. It was a good. Right, I get it, but I'm sure it kept a lot of situations at bay. A lot of situations that could have happened. They was like, no, I ain't gonna try. I'm just gonna keep the shit moving. You know what I'm saying? Not her. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but
and
then
it saved them and it saved you.
I don't want them to feel like she not soft and like not soft, like I don't know, because I'm still like, I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
But I don't, but I'm not like that. Like, but I used to, I'm telling you, I cried about it for a while. Like, when I first came to Texas, girl, I thought, oh, you know, but then I just kept hearing it, like, or either they'd be like, yeah, I want to talk to you, Miko, so bad. Like, but you cool as a motherfucker. Like, I'm like, well, why didn't you say anything?
Yep,
They're so intimidating. They were always, no matter, even at the store, like, Lord can hear me. Like, they'd just be like, oh, I remember, I'm telling you, a dude was at 7-Eleven, he gonna tell me I was intimidating. Girl, I thought about that all day. And I know that, you know, you shouldn't let that get in your spirit, but girl, I thought about, I'm like, why? Like, why are dudes saying that? Then I try to soften myself up if a guy talk to me, or I try to be not so intimidating or so, I don't know how the fuck not to be intimidated. I don't know how to turn it off.
So funny. Well, you know, that has more to do with them than with you. You understand that, right?
Girl, you know what? That's why that's why we.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know, they ain't got nothing to do with you. That's them. That's their insecurities.
I'm back happy.
Maybe, exactly. Maybe they feel like they don't measure up, so they're trying to look for a reason to justify why they feel so insecure when they're around you. Again, that has nothing to do with you. This ain't for you. This ain't that, and that ain't this. So keep moving.
Okay, you heard me. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. Well, you're not gonna try me. You're not gonna bring me down to make you feel better about your insecurity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, baby, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you. You know, and we're gonna keep this thing moving. But
thank you.
It is what it is.
But Sam, look, before we close out and stuff, I did want to ask that, because it says ask about dating and balancing your life, like the kids, your work, the dating, the family. Like, you know, how do you, you know, I won't want to, this is it, but like, how do you, or do you not, like, do you just let shit fall into place, or do you be like, no, I got to give my dating life this much time, or my work space? Because me, I just work all day, every day. And then, you know, my kids, I know their schedules. I got to do this and that. I don't really find time for family and friends and dating and all of that. It'll come. And when it comes, you know, I'm open, you know, but I don't make time for that stuff. And I know I preach that. And that's the part that I don't practice what I preach. Because I tell a woman in a minute, well, baby, you got to make time for it. You sitting up here complaining about it and blah, blah, blah. But I don't make time for that. But it's like, how to make time for it? I don't go no, like, how do you do that?
So I will tell you that it was a struggle at first. You know how you hear them stories where you hear men talk about their moms, men and children talk about their moms coming out. Man, I ain't never seen no man come in this house outside of my daddy. I ain't never seen no man stay the night. I ain't never seen this. I ain't never seen that. Blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And they hold their mother to this, I believe, kind of unrealistic standard in a sense. Mm-hmm. I definitely don't think your door should be a swinging door. Hell no, never. I'm just saying, mama need a life too. And 9 times out of 10, once again, we back to the 9 times out of 10 stuff. Yeah. Mama was doing what she needed to do on the other side of the door. Okay. Mama had a life. Okay. I find it hard to believe. Yeah. You know, yes, you know, you have celibate women, you have celibate men. Mm-hmm. But mama did what she needed to do before she came back inside the door to be your mother. You know, because mama still needs her own life. She needs her own friends. She needs her own downtime. She needs to get in the car and drive by herself and just think and decompress. So that's how I feel about dating. Like for me, I am exclusive though. You know, I'm not a serial dater. I don't date multiple men at one time. Mm-hmm. And I'm very clear, you know, once someone has made their intentions known, I'm very clear about what I want, you know, and if we don't align, if we don't line up, there's nothing we can do for each other. You know, because I'm not acquiescing and I don't expect for you to be in an uncomfortable position. I want you to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So if everything aligns, then eventually we start to merge, you know, but first, I will say that this is where we are now. The individual I brought up earlier, you know, we're like 4 months in, we're really just getting to know each other outside of the friendship we had in the beginning. Yeah. You know, and just hanging out, and just planning stuff out. Mm-hmm. You know, have we hung out with the kids before? Yes. He has children, I have children. And they've met each other.
Already met each other's Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had an event earlier this year. This was like right when we first started talking. And so he came out, he brought his kids there. And that's when they formally met my kids. That's when everybody formally met each other. But since then, we've hung out. I've hung out with him and his kids, and we've hung out together, bowling together. So it's a slow process. He's been divorced. I've been divorced. You know what I'm saying? It's
like
just right. We're not rushing, but we're not dragging our feet. You get what I'm saying? It's a comfortable pace. It's comfortable for me. It's comfortable for him. But yeah, that's just mama needs some time. So if I want to hang out, my kids know. My youngest is 13. You know, she'll be 14 in May. I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be back in the morning. You know, and it don't matter if I'm asleep outside the car. You know what I'm saying? I will be back in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, and so I see them in the morning, we keep it moving. And that's just what I do. It doesn't make me any less of, let me just say this, let me just make this very clear. It doesn't make me any less of a mother than that mother who doesn't let another man in their house. You get what I'm saying? Like we all mother differently. Right. And I believe what I'm teaching my girls in particular is taking your time, getting to know someone.
Yeah.
But being intentional about it.
Yeah.
You know, being intentional about it and living your life. You know, do I want my daughters to grow up and get married and have children and be divorced? No, but that happens. That's what happened to me. You know, that's what happened to me. That's why that's how I got into the situation I'm in now. But life happens. It doesn't mean I don't want to live for my kids.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I want to it's my life. I love my children. I'm going to pour into them immensely, but I'm going to live for Samantha.
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to work on that too, especially those of us who are single moms, because we get so entangled into taking care of our children to the point to where we forget about us. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the dad is not like there like he should be, then we go full force into making sure that they're taken care of.
And then what are you going to do when they grow up and move on? You haven't nurtured yourself.
Yeah.
You don't, by that time, you done lost track. You didn't go back to school. You was tied up with the kids. You ain't start that business. You was tied up with the kids. Yeah. You didn't focus on anything you needed to do for your kids, for yourself and for your kids so that you can pour into them. That's why I say it's never selfish. Yeah. You know, as long as you're not neglecting them, you know, and pouring into them, you have to pour into yourself to be able to pour into them.
I agree. And look, for me, like, and I know I said we don't want to take too long, but like for me, Sam, like it was aging me.
Okay. Yeah.
You know like I get it. Literally, I could see myself aging and just changing in a way to where, you know, I'm older, you know, I'm mature, but dang, Nicole, like, you're not old, girl, get back out. Like, it was just, I was so in mommy mode and so much into this and that, making sure this is taken care of. I mean, like you still like, and you have to like a balance, man. It's all about balance. I can't wait till I come out with this book. Oh, it's so much.
Me too.
Like, you know.
Me too. Our books are going to be phenomenal. And I think it's amazing that we're both writing about the same thing, but in a different way. I can't wait. Let's launch together. What do you think about that? I mean, we'll talk about this more offline or whatever. Right. But I think that's it. That's it. We're gonna talk about it. We got it anyway, because it takes that. You understand? Like, and I know that women know that, but listen, ladies, like a lot of times when we cry out or we're trying to figure it all out, we're here, we're talking to you. Let's relate. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, certain things that may work for her may not work for me. What works for me may not work for her. Comment, share, like this video. We want to know, because whatever you do, I might be like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't think of that. Wait a minute. You know, that's just like the whole Kamala and Doug thing. I like how he did that. As a matter of fact, if a dude do that, that's just going to make me not be scared of him. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably would have been like, wait a minute, wait, he doing straight. No, that's making, I'm like, no, that was good. Like, you know, it was very good.
So I'm glad that she shared that. So share this, guys, and, you know, let us know how you feel, because we can take some tips. And
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. We'll see you next Thursday. Anything else, Miko, before we get up out of here?
That's it.
All right, y'all. We'll holla.